Sean Astin has had plenty of memorable roles. You might have never said die with him when he played Mikey in The Goonies. Probably cheered him on as Rudy in the hit football movie. And you took a journey with him through Middle-earth when he played Sam in the epic Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Well, now Sean is back in another football movie called WOODLAWN, playing a chaplain who teaches a newly desegregated team how religion has the power to bring people together.
And Sean Astin is with us. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
You have 3 daughters.
I do.
And you would let 2 of the 3 wear the nose ring. Is that the consensus?
Guy's got a movie in the nose ring.
I know, but Sean approached me and was curious
yes,
about
because I was admiring your nose ring. You know what? I can't imagine that we'd support the 10-year-old wearing it right now, but I believe in personal expression. I just wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it.
So you're Team Roker.
You just be
Team Roker.
Yes.
I'm always Team Roker.
Yeah. There you go. Now, to Team Astin, this movie is really inspirational, and you're playing Hank Irwin, a real person. Was there a certain amount of pressure? Here's a guy who's on the set. You can see him. You've talked with him.
Yeah, because he was the father of the filmmakers. The directors wanted to tell their dad's story and the stories that he told to them when they were kids. This is I'm not telling you anything about civil rights, but this is civil rights era Birmingham. After what everybody knows about desegregation, getting these kids to go to school together. Black kids and white kids did not like they did not want to do that, and so. This movie depicts a moment when evangelism kind of swept the country for a little bit. The Jesus freak movement, they call it, when, like a tie-dye Jesus on the cover of Life magazine, and Billy Graham was filling up the Cotton Bowl with 50,000 people, and this one particular chaplain, Hank, he was a part of that movement. He felt inspired and called from that movement, and so he went to this school, and even though it's a public school where it's not legal to do, he just sort of got all these football players to have a call to faith, and, it's undeniable listening to the story of these people who were there that for them in that moment it was incredibly helpful and powerful at bringing their team together, bringing their community together, and indeed bringing the state. It was the biggest football game, the big football game that's being depicted right there. Oh, actually, no, that's a practice game. But one of the big football games was the most heavily attended high school football game in Alabama state history, and that stands to this day.
What was it about Hank that was so special? Because he did what a lot of people couldn't do at that time in the South, which was to bridge that gap right after desegregation, busing coming in. There was a lot of acrimony, hatred. What was it about his message that hit these guys?
Well, first, I would say that the moment was ready. People were ready. They were open for it. They needed something. It's not unlike in Ferguson or Baltimore or something like that, where these problems, I mean, it's out of the news this week, but it won't be out of the news for long because those issues are not settled yet. And yet, when it happens, everybody starts looking around like, what can we do? Well, I don't personally need to push a Christian faith message on the country, but for these people, it worked. And so for Hank, he was just guileless. He went in, he spoke from his heart. He said, hey, it doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to keep fighting. You don't have to keep identifying yourself based on your thing. You can use Christ and your faith in Christ to do that. And it's a very powerful message. The filmmakers believe in that message today. And so as an actor, I'm happy to help them tell that story.
And those stories are resonating with a lot of audiences. They're going to those faith-based movies. So congratulations on that. Yes or no, Goonies sequel?
Someday, I hope.
You in?
If they want me.
All right. Yes. The time has come.
The time is going. You heard it, Al Roker for Steven Spielberg.
Do it!
Here,
Spielberg!
Icon of
Get on it!
Says,
Make the Goonies 2! Sean Astin, thank you so much. WOODLAWN hits theaters Friday. Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.